It's getting late. Where to now?
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
of Kapokali.
Yeah.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Aster will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned... If only there were...
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
These two aren't making any sense. This is so weird. This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
I saw it. I saw that person disappear. vanished right before my eyes. Just like that. Step. It was so quick. No traces left, not even bones.
What do we do? It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Yeah, whatever. Just let the professionals deal with it. Did you finish your work?
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
All right. Just cut the pleasantries and tell me how it's going.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
I have faith in your abilities, so how about my offer? Why not come with me after this is done?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Sure thing. Anyway, keep your eyes peeled. I'll be bringing you something big soon.
It's happening again. The words in my memory are all jumbled up.
I'm gonna tell you something. Make sure you don't tell anyone else.
Of course. My lips are sealed. Not a word to anyone.
The multiple disappearances? They're all for real.
Seriously?
Shh! Why are you being so loud? Do you want to disappear too?
It's been so long, and there's still no response.
There's something fishy going on. How come they haven't recovered anything? I don't believe it. They're hiding something.
Those managers are useless.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh! If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me. A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx? Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day. I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta, too. never mind. I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. It was at... Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own. Yes, well, Peppy isn't here, you see. Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
Forget your wallet?
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I I charge extra.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward! You won't get away. Lance at the... Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Everyone's a customer!
You won't get away.
Come feast your Happy New Year!
More business, eh?
Time for an overhaul.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
We're just having...
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Turn out your pockets!
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Forget your wallet? Come feast your Happy New Year!
I have something for you.
You won't get away.
We're just having fun.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Peppy! Are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later. So, which curio do you want to know about? That's all you got? Too abstract. Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but What was the information I forgot? And from whom? Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name. No, not this road. I didn't go there.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission. Well, how did you know?
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? She's...
Huh? My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person Asta mentioned.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. How's it going? Did you find the information you're after? I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding. Just business as usual, nothing to worry about. Oh. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again. Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances. That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Of course.
The multiple
Seriously?
The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
What brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as here's the account you asked for. It's legit.
Sure.
Oh, you flatter me. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Oh, Another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that. Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. Now I should be able to tie everything together. The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
Just as I thought, I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission. Well, how did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure? I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh, she's not wrong.
Huh? What did I say?
Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either. Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. both are types of energy life form. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth. Let me remember my initial conversation with Herta, just in case. I need to go over it from the start, starting with the conversation I had with Herta.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now? So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Conjecture. Asta chose to stay silent.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now? So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay. You can tell him.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record...
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
a declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the archenemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Ha! Always an honor to have the Trailblazer by my side.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people. I don't know. That depends on your friend.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again! Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
More business, eh?
I'm on guard.
Relax.
Shout if you get into trouble, Pela.
Water heats the cloud song. Oh, Grace.
Commencing support.
strength. The heavens break. Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Seize the moment. Yeah! Ready for another?
I sense a storm. The consequences are mine to bear.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand. So the answer is...
Tenuous connections. Enough of this nonsense. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
Indeed, and I already know what he found. First, Adler's the next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be.
Distasteful discussion?
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful.
I understand. So the answer is...
Tenuous connect. The next angle, last, is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. You probably already know about this. The fire demon of Fatora, the Duke of the Annihilation Gang. There is another secret with Ifrit. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
It's the Phase Flame, the creation of member number 29, Serkal. She was an amazing genius. Intelligent, kind, and humble. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity. The Phase Flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Serkal had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
This booklet describes the kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ruan Mei for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process. If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
The kindling of this unique flame. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame. And Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the phase flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Nice.
Noise. 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 Noise.
So what happens if I do this? Will shit just like magically work? I have no idea. Huh.
Nice.
Well, I guess I know now. Guess I know I was fucking muted for like half the time. I don't like that. Well, I guess that's on me for not for just be like, hey, I'm gonna do like a new audio thing and it's gonna be super cool. For like you know, because I just saw like a quick little thing, you know, it's like, oh, so I can hear myself and blah blah blah. Turns out it doesn't come out on stream, which is fucking bizarre. It is really, really bizarre.
Nice.
I wonder why it does that. Unless I'm missing something. Hold up. I guess that's how it is. Maybe it just behaves differently when you stream compared to like recording? Anyway. Yeah, sorry about that. The first half of this voice is gonna be shit. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't really saying anything that funny in the first half anyway. Oh well. So I'll make it up. I'll spit some fucking fire here. Just you wait. God, this is why people don't watch me. Oh no, why am I like this? You know, I don't really talk about numbers that much. When I got onto Twitch Stream Manager and I saw that I was -1 follower, I'm just like, damn, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Anyway, we gotta go put out a flame.
I'll head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
You contain the fire, we shall. So that's what we're going to be dealing with. Our team must include Dr. Ratio. So how did I do with this team? I've got to think of like who I want to use for a support. I think I might just be Lynx. Let's see here, so... Because I think a really good partner for Dr. Ratio is, funnily enough, a character that we've also kind of been involved with this VOD, or this session. Hackerwolf. Because this whole kit is about attacking dudes with debuffs, and she is the queen of applying debuffs. So it just kind of makes sense. As for anybody else, I mean, Ting Yun is just like a default, like, yeah, duh. But I'm not sure if doing this would... Because we need to have, like, some amount of AoE. Because that's just what this game is. Hey, maybe we could do like ratio 2 debuffers and who else? Like Japard?
The troops are counting on your intel, Officer Pela.
I know Trailblazer isn't on here, but I'm dealing with more skishy characters here. Let's try this. I think this will be a pretty fun team.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
You know, it'll be like a hypercare, except it's all debuffs. Oh, okay.
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
Full space results for the spatial distortion during the spread of the internal fire. Trying to pass through it may result in a drift in the spatial coordinates, with you transported to somewhere unexpected. Full space that the space station uses to counter escaped curios, it can effectively cut off space to hinder standard travel. I shall try to touch the firewall.
See? It's still in the space station. Like Screwlum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
That is why I walk the path of the hunt. Get some fucking what's the name of that? What's the name of that course in 64? Dire Docks, like Ripple thing. Oh, sup, dog? Soup dog? Shall hunt it from this way. Catch it off guard.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
Oh my god, mister, you're so smart. Oh, hello. So what's this basic attack? Oh, book. Okay. Shoosty. There we go.
Can I have fun this time? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
What would be the most annoying thing here? I mean, Japard and Pale can just kind of keep that dude frozen forever, so we'll just start by dealing with these guys.
Got the defense?
This combat need. This is double speed.
Answer me.
Boop.
Failed.
Oh shit, that did a lot of damage.
Enemy targets detected.
Hope you're prepared.
Cool.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Why does it want me to go this way? Oh, wait, no. We need to go that way, but we can't go that way. I thought I'd be fighting antimatter earlier, not bugs. Oh, well. Whack.
plan down. A will forged in ice never falters.
How many has a weakness per se?
Your answers?
Oh, I see. Using a skill determines, like, hey, this has a 100% chance to do a follow-up, I'm guessing. Yeah.
0 points.
Commencing support.
There's a lot.
Ready for another? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
This ends here.
Good.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a fun.
Got the defense?
Okay, so it doesn't do it on the sync with normal attack. Alright. Oh no, I can do this guy.
SAS Perkibi.
Alright, let's see what his ult looks like in normal speed.
Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Nice.
Is that all?
We have the upper hand.
Then we hit him with the doo-doo.
0 points.
This playstyle's pretty interesting. As interesting as a mobile game can be, but you know, it's the little things. He's a DPS that does something a bit more interesting.
Is that all?
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun. This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Got the defense? A test.
Firo.
Ready for another?
This ends here.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Huh. More enemies. Time for a fun.
Answer me. 0 points.
Hope you're prepared.
Alright, okay. I was kind of hoping for a freeze.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Yeah, where do I go? Stairs! We were here last week. I shouldn't have forgotten already. Found you!
Why? This has nothing to do with you.
I'm the main character, so it has everything to do with me.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters. Is that all?
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
A test.
SAS per knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Ready for another?
This guy.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
With a bunch of debuffs, I could basically have him trigger a follow-up every time. It's pretty fun. Would a Harmony character technically be better? Perhaps. Who knows? We will find out. Oh, yeah. That far doesn't leave me anywhere. Down to the bossy boss room, I guess. Oh, I know that's locked. Never mind. So I take this one instead? No. Would I have taken this one? This one was closed before. But it just takes me back. There we go. Found you.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end.
Yay! I guess we need to press buttons. Yeah, this chase is about to end. More enemies. Smack.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
This combat needs Optima. This is double speed. More time for a fun.
A test. Firo.
Ready for another?
This ends here. In the name of
maybe we
land,
should
the
pop
will
this.
forged in ice.
I don't trust
Never
him.
falters.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
Got the defense? Answer me. 0 points. SAS per Kibbe. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Commencing soon.
There's just something entertaining about his follow-up. It almost just looks like he's just throwing like a piece of chalk at like a dumb student. I think that's probably what they're going for. And should I think about it, I should probably actually just like slow, go to normal speed to hear those voice dialogue.
Is that at all?
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
More time for a fun.
Got the defense? Let's test your knowledge.
Fail. Get out.
Get out.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Ow. Boop. Oh, he's just a little guy.
It's over.
Yes, we caught him in that big empty room from earlier.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
Looking forward to it.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire.
He shall go play with the new one.
Oh? No. Hold on.
Touch. Stop, drop, and roll, Stell. What are you doing? Or me? Ah, there's a trampler. Oh, Markiplier fist. Oh god.
The banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Who do we start with? I might as well focus on the big guy.
Ready for another?
In the name
Yep,
of
stay strong, Japard.
Ice never falters.
Answer me. 0 points. SAS knowledge, the measure
There
of
we go.
truth and falsehood.
We have the upper hand.
Failed.
Enemy data sync net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
0 points.
Hope you're prepared.
Yeah, I think now we can focus on somebody else. So let's just yeah, let's go for Doug.
Time for a fun.
Working on that guy.
Test.
This combat
Eliminated.
needs optimized. This is double speed.
In the name of land, a will forged in ice never falters.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
You're doing great, honey. Oh man.
Time for a fun.
Got the defense? Answer me. 0 points. So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Infernal. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
What to start with? Probably you.
Test.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth.
I'm gonna take care of that guy.
Is that all?
That was just one.
Got the defense? Answer me.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
This combat
Start
needs
with you.
optimizing. This is double speed.
Merciful Medicus.
Your answers?
Test.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Good.
Hope you're prepared.
Stop it.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Time for a fun.
Secret of the saints.
I'm asking questions.
Answer me. 0 points.
Enemy targets detected.
Get that buff out of here.
This ends here.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
Damn it.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Commencing support.
Like, I know that this dude's a problem, but I really don't want to deal with this guy.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
In the name of Landa, a will forged in ice never falters.
Zero points. Got the defense? Test. Fail.
Hi, Asta. What about the other researchers? Are they just fucked? I guess they are.
Good work. You did very well.
How was Asta?
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic.
She only peed a little, do not worry.
While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
Well, that's good. How'd you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within.
Oh shit.
Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
They are only a little traumatized. Well, is this the end?
It is over.
Like actually? Like for real for real? I feel like he didn't do much. He was here for moral support and to ease me with his serenading robot voice.
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, madam.
No, thank you for your existence, sir.
But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
Damn it. Such a tease. Have you heard? Lead research Asta was attacked too. That Duke Inferno. Devious conniving. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Indeed, it seems that the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence, as the rumor suggests. The lead researcher wasn't rescued at the end, we'd all be in deep, deep trouble. Not necessarily, maybe she's the one who orchestrated it all. Masterminding this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. Lines of thoughts do have some merit. An offer is ridiculous. Is that really worth it? All that hassle just to palliate a few keyboard warriors? True dat. Nobody fucking says that. That has to be screw. Speaking of which, where's that very first rabble rouser, Rich Knowit? Oh right, he was real righteous sounding when he invited me into the group. Let me see. The guy left the group without making any noise. What was the last mystery? Where did Dr. Ratio go? Oh, he's getting sucked.
I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
What the hell is he doing?
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic, a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
To acquire a piece of the phase flame? That seems too easy, but...
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
He basically just called out his colleagues. He's just like, everyone I work with is a fool, an idiot. So the logic I'm trying to get at is like I guess he just like, he doesn't want to see people fail. So he's like, oh, I'll teach him how not to fail. But at the same time, failing is a life experience, so it's just like, okay, you want people to subscribe to what you want so that they're smarter, but that's kind of it. They'll be devoid of any sort of like anything socially.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
Is that me? I'm mediocre. Like overall.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
I shall prescribe them knowledge to cure them of foolishness.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Doctor has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Dr. Ratio when you return to the Express.
Noise.
I guess in that cube he had, you just kind of learned how to egress and how to use phase flame? Question mark. Anyway, message from Asta. How you doing? Wait, that's Herta. Message from Herta. This guy was to say a business contact, Asta. I've heard about what you did. Nice work. How's Asta doing? She's got back to work. I mean, your safety. What's there to worry about when I'm around? That's exactly why I'm worried. True. Just saying that we haven't found the face flame yet. Oh dear, where'd it go? Forget it. I'll think of it as Ruan May owing me a favor. It's worth a lot more. That's it then. Also, I'm thankful to Mr. Ratio. Who's that? Huh? Huh? It's either she doesn't know or wishes she didn't know. None of the geniuses like him. Neither there, complete the crowd of the divine, which means now we're proper done with that. Wait, what was that one? Claim Peacekeeper. Oh god. I gotta go through all of them. Is it all the way at the bottom? Yeah, Chain People Breaker. In a single battle, trigger the follow-up attack effect from Dr. Ratio's talent, Cognita Ergo Sum for 4 consecutive turns. The power of debuffs! Now I gotta build up more, what is it? I gotta build up more essential material, because I've just been kind of doing it for, Shui Yi. Because I believe she takes, where are they? I believe she takes this one. Be kind of stupid if she didn't. But hey, that's just me. Let's see, what else is there to do? Well, no, there's actually that. Maybe a bit too late to start that, honestly. Yeah, everything else is going to take some time. I mean, I'll probably do another stream. I mean, okay, first of all, the thumbnail I had for this VOD, I thought we're doing this. Like, I thought it was just like, oh, the mission was going to go into this, but no, I wanted to a totally different direction, so I got to make like a completely different thumbnail. Which is fine. It's totally fine. It just means I can reuse this one that you won't see at the end card this time, because I fucked up. I was unaware of what I was dragging myself into. Man, it's still fun. Pretty fun update. I think I like this Trailblaze a bit more than last update. Last update was kind of okay. I mean, like, I thought the whole ghost hunting spell was like cute, but like it was alright. I did like Hua Hua. I think she's a tragically comedic character. So next time she rolls around, I do want to try to get her, if at all possible, so I can also be a proud owner of all foxes. Just like I want to be a proud owner of all Stellar Run hunters. And I definitely have the warps to do it. And also because I fucked up a little at the beginning. I think I'll actually do some warps. Do some warps for right now. And I'm very curious about this one, because I checked my pity on this earlier, and I believe I'm like above 70. So that means this one has to be a 5-star, right? Unless I miscounted. Okay, I probably miscounted. Shit. Okay, then definitely the next 10 pull will be a 5-star. Unless the game hates me. The game could potentially hate— oh! Hey, I got Hanya. Let's go. Was not planning on getting her at all. See, I didn't need a roll at Argenti better to get a Hanya. Look at that. Look at this shit. I have Giga. Except a very sleep-deprived Giga. I think I heard that she was, like, kind of overvalued. But I think there's still, like, a purpose for her. I definitely want to try her with Dan Heng just to see how effective her skill point thing is. 50% of Hanya's speed. And make people go fast. Although I think this character actually works kind of better with Zila, to be honest. Because of the speed, the skill point, she's a skill point hungry character. Oh, wait, I don't have... I don't have her. Okay, so what's my fucking pity at now? I mean, I have to be getting close, right? Ain't no way. Also, I just noticed there's a little pom-pom here. That's cute. Yeah, so this one's from like a while ago, so... Yeah, we're going back. We're going all the way back. Unless I just, like, can't count, I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've got a 5-star from this banner. Yes, so that was 65. So now I'm at 75. So this one has to be a 5-star, right? That's stupid. Okay, there we go. We went for a hard pity on that one, Jesus. Can't wait to see what light cone I'm gonna get this time. This is the light cone banner after all. Okay. See, I told you. Hey, I have welts. Let's go. Woo. God damn it. I mean, that could be kind of... I was waiting for that one. Okay, that's huge. Weirdly enough, that light cone is more valuable than whatever the fuck this one does. Increases the wearer's damage to debuffed enemies by 24%. Skill, the effective rate for this tech. Damn, this would have been the perfect light cone for Dr. Ratio, but that would be too much. Now they could still work for Kafka, but this one will work better on Kafka. Even just like one copy is fucking huge. Alright. So we did that, that's cool. And we'll do one of these on Ranmei. That's even if we get her. I'm still don't know if I'm okay with getting her. I mean, I have Jade. I got plenty of Jade. And I'll definitely be getting more from doing shit. I think I'll actually try going through Swarm. Hey, Shrey! Because I actually wanted to try to go through Swarm Disaster. So I could also use Propagation for like normal Simuni. And there we go. And, I mean, we'll just do it just one more time. Make it an even 40. Even though 30 is already an even number, you know what I mean. Well, not 40 for this banner, just like... I think I have like 20 pity now on this one. I don't know, I don't remember. Too bad about those two light cones I got is I won't be able to upgrade them for a while because I have like no... I got like no film reels, whatever they're called. And yeah, two shuis. Cool. We like that. And unfortunately, Shui won't be able to get leveled up for a bit because I lack books. Also, oh yeah, I got sisters now. Hey. I have no idea what light cone she would use. I mean, Cogs is like a duh. That one's too good. That one's situational. This would be great for Rodbay if I get her. What if I should just carry like multiple like meshing cogs? Nah, that might be a bit cringe, potentially. And I have no idea what I put on Shui. This one, perhaps? I don't know, man. Alright, the lines. Dealt by the town's mob attack by 40%. That's a lot.
Serving under the Ten Lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Oh, would you look at that? Now that they're next to each other, look at them. Look at them be sisters and they're 6-1. How nice. I was looking at some of Hanya's. She's doing that tired thing. Alright. We did a little fun thing towards the end. Little gambaroo. What the hell is that? Hold up. More puzzles? Hey, bugs. They're bugs. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. Easy clamp. Rebel Station surveillance system has been operating normally since the evacuation of the researchers. Line at the bottom of the screen catches your attention. System is waiting to be reactivated. Please update the iris information promptly.
Is that all?
I'm guessing this puzzle will repeat. Anything else of note here on the seclusion zone now? Doesn't look like it. Maybe on the first floor. First floor is like the least amount of stuff. But, okay, yeah, I'd say that'd do it all for me. Okay, where was the room that we were in? Man, not this one. That one. We'll draw out in here in this, meeting/interrogation room. This is where we were. And, yeah, that'll do it all for me for today. Or tonight, you know what I mean. A bit of a shorter stream. I mean, the second Showbiz Companions was actually, like, not as long. Not as much combat. I guess not as much jokes either. And jokes from yours truly, but you only heard, like, half of them because, I'm incompetent. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and take some look-sees. I'm not eligible for things, no way. Whoa, wowee. I had no idea when there was drops enabled for fucking, for what? My brain. Oh. For this game. There's like another like weird stream event going on, or is it just because like proper drops enabled? I have no idea. There's she here. Man, I really want to play more Lethal Company. But like, I need to do it with like, you know, other people. And I'm really bad at asking about that, so I'd probably play it solo, and it's like, you know, not the same experience. Oh man. What the hell's he doing? I don't know why. I kind of feel like watching Mr. Lando here. In essence of being with a guy and all about getting a proper education, going for the professor of Ligma himself might be somewhat related. Ah, shit, I hate how raids work. Let me click off the damn window. It's purely a me thing, but you know, alright. I'll just raid into Lando. I kinda wanna watch him. 10 of the night and me just, you know, being a tad bit of a negative Nancy when I timestamped this VOD for the YouTubes. But yeah, that'll do all for me for Star Rail tonight. Thank you all for watching. Well, if you've watched this live or through VOD, viewership's appreciated. Again, sorry for the first half. I tried doing something cute, like hear myself, but I had no idea that meant that mic audio was not going to work. OBS is strange. Learn new things every day, and I'll probably make the same mistake again. And if you want to see more of that, be sure to check me out my socials, whether that be YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter/X. I'll add for McNosky. With all that being said, have a good morning, day, evening, or night. Be next to each other, and be next to yourselves. Peace out. There is no end screen this time because I do not have a proper thumbnail for it, other than Mwah.